Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Park here in Wapakoneta, Ohio, where tonight the championships will be decided for the minor and major leagues and the rec leagues here in Wapakoneta. I'm Dan Hirn, and we're joined by Jeff Swick. And Jeff, big day for these little guys as they come out and try and finish off their season. It's
going to be a great time for them, these guys. You know, you sit back and look at these guys and this age of kids, and you know, when we sit there and at our age and look back and think of the time when we used to play this, and this is the time when it's just the game, it's fun. You know, all these kids know each other and they get an opportunity to, you know, show their talents out on the field and have a little fun with it.
I got to overhear a little bit of Mike Sparks' pre-game speech to his players for the LaGrande team, and he talked about the importance of having fun and taking each at-bat as a separate event. If you make a mistake in the field, leave it behind, go into the dugout, come out and do what you can the next time.
Yeah, that's the main thing with that's the fun part about that is these kids are so forgetful, and that's sometimes a good thing because they come out and they get a bat, no matter whether they strike out or get a base hit. You know, pretty soon they don't remember that and they're going to go to the next at bat or next play.
Tonight's ball game, the minor league championship, is being presented by Harvest Baptist Church, and we'll pit the Walmart sponsored team under the direction of Paul Rogers and Gary Gullett against the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team, who is piloted by Mike Sparks. And it looks like Braden Gullett will be on the hill to start the ball game for the Walmart team. And there's a lot of specific rules that go into these players to play at this level, and we'll get into that as we go along. And the first pitch is in there for a strike.
One of the big things at this level, you know, that they got to do is, you know, they throw from the, they've got they throw at 45 foot from the pitcher's mound, and the base are 60 feet.
Seifring is at the plate. It is Caden Seifring, and he will lead it off for the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team. Slaps that one, and it will foul off to the right side.
We have sitting at a 1-2 count now for the leadoff batter for the LaGrande team. The minor league, the Walmart team, they finished the regular season as regular season champs here out the rec league at a 7-2-1 mark.
This one hit to first, and a nice play over there by the first baseman. Stayed with that one. A nice catch over there by Jeremy Schellenbarger.
One of the other things that at this level that is a little bit different is everybody bats. You know, everybody on the team bats, and then they rotate there's the defensive assignments that they have to meet all the requirements.
Another ground ball to Schellenbarger, and he puts it, scoops it, and goes to the bag himself. 2 down. So Gullett doing a good job so far, working through this batting order for the red team, which is the LaGrande Pizza and Subs teams. That was Gavin Sutton that grounded out his first time up. Cooper Tulowitzki to the plate. Batting in the 3 spot for the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team. And he takes a pitch high and outside, 1-1 to count.
That's the thing too with these guys, you know, these pitchers. As a pitcher myself, you know, you get 2 innings. That's all you get to help to relieve some of these guys. You know, at this level, you don't want these arms to be throwing too much, and they get 2 innings to go out there and show what they got, and usually those guys come out ready to go.
Next pitch outside, and I believe that evens the count of 2-2. Cooper is a Cleveland Indians fan as he fouls this pitch off to the right side. He likes the Steelers, which that's an odd combination, a Steelers fan and an Indians fan.
Usually that doesn't go too well together. Right. Usually, you know, your Indians, Browns, or Steelers, well, Pirates. This year, maybe.
Right. That one low, and I believe the count is full now. He wants to play in the NFL. He's a big fan of the Wapakoneta Redskins. And it is his mom's birthday today. He's trying to hit a home run for her. This one, a ground ball to short. And a low throw will allow Tulowitzki to get on board.
That's the advantage. The thing at these levels is put the ball in play. You know, because that's the fun part about these kids. You know, they're swinging up there, swinging the sticks. They're not looking for a walk. These guys are getting aggressive, and you know they get up there and ready to hit the ball wherever they can and get around them bases.
So the first base runner of the day for LaGrande, and the first pitch to Garrett Seifring is inside. Throw down to second. The ball got away from the shortstop, and a stolen base for Tolowiski.
At this level, you're allowed to steal first base and second base, but you have to, at the minor league level, you have to give them, the ball has to pass the plate before you can lead off and steal a base.
That pitch high and outside. The next one grounded to first. Good scoop there by Schallenberger, and the inning is over. So the LaGrande team gets a hit, and we will go to the bottom half of inning number 1. No score here at Veterans Memorial Park.
If you find yourself in need of legal services, make the law offices of Jowett & Burton your first call. Whether your legal issue involves protecting assets, trust planning or probating an estate, starting a business, buying or selling real estate, or civil litigation over a commercial, probate, or domestic matter, the attorneys and paralegals at Jowett & Burton are ready to help. Call the law offices of Jowett & Burton today at 419-738-9274.
Welcome back here to Veterans Memorial Park as we get set for the bottom half of inning number 1. And leading it off is David Tester for the Walmart squad, wearing number 6. And on the hill is Caden Seifring. Seifring staring in and lets it go. That one drops in there for a strike. 0-2 the count on Tester. Seifring's next offering misses low and away.
That's the thing about, like, it's fun with these kids. You know, I'm sure they're all in the same classes, and you know they grew up together. And I bet some of these guys are close friends. So, you know, I'm guessing that, you know, after the game and during, they get a chance to have a little bragging rights with each other.
Mm-hmm. The swing and a miss will sit down Tester for out number 1. So that will bring up Zach Rogers. And a first offering to him, slapped foul behind the plate. No score here, and the bottom of inning number 1. Seifring into the windup and the pitch, and a ground ball back to the mound. He picks it up, scoops it, and the throw to first is in time.
That's the fun part about this, you know, with these kids, you know, and especially your pitchers, your first baseman, your catchers at this level are what's really important, you know, with the ability of these kids to steal bases and at these 60-foot bases. You know, I mean, that's these kids, you know, a short distance and you know, making your outs and getting them is such a key advantage for these teams.
Here's the pitcher, Braden Gullett, up to the plate. And the first pitch to him misses inside. Next offering, that one into a first strike, so 1-1 to count on Gullett. He gave up 1 hit in the first inning, and that runner was did not advance. Well, excuse me, ended up at second base before the side was retired. 1-2 the count now as that one caught the outside corner. Next pitch bounces in there. So 2-2 the count now. Beautiful afternoon.
We finally got a chance to get away from some of that humidity, and you know, and I'm sure the parents sitting out all summer, you know, and then it's, you know, we've had this rain lately, and you know, this is what's great about some baseball weather. You can sit here and watch the game. You're not sweating, and you know, and that's the fun part about the game. Sitting here, and
we're in the luxury box out here. We have the overhead. We're in good shape. Gullett slapped that one foul off to the third base side, so the count will stay at 0-2. That one slapped to third, gets through the left side and into left field, a base hit. He will stop at first and now move on to second as that ball rolled for him quite a distance. out near the fence.
Yeah, split the left fielder and left center fielder. Split on that hard ball into the gap, and he was able to get himself a nice double out of that.
So a runner in scoring position for Jordan Metz, cleanup hitter for the Walmart team. 2 down here, bottom of the first inning. Each team has moved a runner into scoring position in the first. The LaGrande team unable to get that runner around. We'll see if Metz is able to drive in a run here for the Walmart team. Seifring's next pitch misses outside. It'll go to the backstop, and moving over to third on the play is the runner Gullett. And a good job backing up by the left fielder there.
I was just going to bring that up, and that's what he's got it. The left fielder. I'm sure the coaches talk about their left fielder and their center fielder a lot on those, especially with these kids being able to steal like they do. It gives them an opportunity to back it up, or else it could have been a first run of our ball game.
Swing and a miss there by Metz. 2-1 to count now on the cleanup hitter for the Walmart squad. And another swing and a miss, so the count evens at 2-2. And I would think you did some coaching at the high school level, but I think a lot of times at this level, it's trying to get the kids not to do too much. That extra throw is the swing and a miss by Metz, and we'll continue that thought when we come back for the top of the second. No score after 1 here at Veterans Memorial Park in the Minor League Championship game, presented today by Harvest Baptist Church. No score here in the top of the second inning in the minor league championship game. Our ball game being brought to you today by Harvest Baptist Church. As we get set for the start of this second inning, we were talking at the end of the first about trying to get these kids not to do too much, and that can sometimes lead to another throw that doesn't necessarily have to be made, that goes over the third baseman's head, that eventually leads to another guy moving around the base paths. Everybody wants to do their part, and sometimes they get over anxious.
It's getting them not to do, like you were saying before, leading them not to say too much.
Ground ball through the second baseman and into center field, and a leadoff single for Brody Mosh.
It's making the basic plays, getting the opportunity for to just make the play in front of you. They want to do everything. They want to show off. They want to be the best out here. But getting these kids. I got an opportunity to after 12 years in the varsity, I stepped down this past year and got a chance to help with our T-ball, our 6 and 7 pass ball here.
So that'll give Mosh a chance to move up to second. Xavier Allen at the plate now, batting in the 6th spot today.
Here's our first opportunity with less than 2 outs with a runner in scoring position. The first inning, we had guys at second base with 2 outs, but then neither team getting a chance to move them up.
Next pitch fouled off. So far, Gullett has allowed 2 base hits in his inning plus of work. And that one swung on a miss. So his strikeout there, that's the first of the day for Gullett.
As a lefty at this level, these kids, and I know that, as you move up, you don't see as much, but, once again, I don't think it matters what level you're in, but, left-handed pitchers tend to have a little more advantage over the right-handed pitchers.
Logan Crow to the plate. Takes a strike over the inside corner. The first offering missed up and in, so 1-1 to count on Logan.
What I really like seeing is here is the middle infielder, the second baseman. He's backing up his throw behind his pitcher. Every time the catcher throws him back, he's backing that up just in case that runner at second can't advance. That's good. That shows that they've, you know, the coaches have worked with them on all the little minor details.
The 1-2 pitch misses outside. 2-2 the count now. Let's see if we can find some information on Mr. Crow. His favorite teams are the Buckeyes and the Reds, as that pitch misses outside. Full count. His favorite baseball player, Joey Votto. And he's a multi-sport player. Does some soccer, some baseball, and some basketball. So
like he rotates himself right through, and you know, I'm sure.
This one slapped left side. It's going to get over the third baseman's head and into left field. The runner from second will turn the corner and head home. And into second with the double is Logan Crow. So Crow picks up the first RBI of the day.
A nice little, put a nice little swing to stick the bat out there, hit it right over the third baseman's head, and gives his team the lead here in the second inning.
Now that will bring up Tanner Haggard. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. The next offering misses inside. Haggard, good stop by the catcher to keep that ball from getting away from him. 1-1 to count on Haggard. That one in there for a strike.
One of the things that Tanner really enjoys doing, which is kind of funny, he's got an older brother, Dusty, and that's his one of his favorite things to do is to pick on his older brother. So
swing and a miss for Tanner, and he is out number 2. That'll bring up Tyler Carpenter. Gullett trying to get out of this, having given up just the 1 run. His first pitch to Carpenter is in there for a strike. Runner down at second, but now 2 down for the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team. That pitch misses inside. 1-1.
You know, with everybody getting a chance to get in that bat, you know, batting through the order, you know, these kids, you know, they're wanting to get that hit, they're wanting to do that, and you know, they're limited. They're not going to get that 3 or 4 at bats most likely in a game like these games. So you know, every at bat's important to them and to their parents, and that's what you get an opportunity to do what they love to do.
That pitch misses downstairs. Evens the count of 2-2. The next offering, swing and a miss. So Gullett comes back to strike out the side, but the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team pushes across the run, and they take the first lead of the ball game as we head to the bottom of the second inning. LaGrande Pizza and Subs up 1-0.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Back here for the bottom of the second inning in the minor league championship game here on Game Face, Ohio. And out there for his second inning of work. And he gets the first pitch fouled off. Caden Seifring on the mound. And Jeremy Schellebarger at the plate. And the 0-1 pitch. Misses downstairs, 1-1.
Jeremy got a chance in that semifinal game that they won 5-4. He pitched 1 inning in the semifinal game, striking out 2 of the batters he faced, and he actually scored the winning run in the bottom of the 6th for them to advance here to this championship game. So obviously he's pretty excited and getting to produce for his team in this championship game for them.
Love to carry that on. The next offering some Swick, and that one misses a little bit high. Schellenberger ducking out of the way. So 3-1 the count now. The next offering in there for a strike, so the string is out on Schellenberger.
Yeah, that's good on the pitcher's part here, trying to get himself, you know, don't give up the free walks, throw it over the plate, use his defense. And there we have a walk.
Issues the free pass. So Schellenberger leads off the second inning with a walk, and that will bring up Jared Brown. Seifring looking in, he fires the first pitch. This one grounded to third. Scoop the throw across, and just in time to get Jared Brown going down the line. He moves pretty well.
Yes, he does. I tell you what, that was a very nice play by him, coming off, moving off to his glove side, you know, stepping through and making a nice strong throw. And the first baseman, you know, he needed to make a nice stretch up the line, and you know, that's what made a great defensive play out of that.
So that will bring up Jacob Schrader, and the first pitch to him misses.
Once again, our another inning at the teams have runners in scoring position, and see if they can move one across here to tie this ball game up.
Seifring's 0-1 pitch, and this one grounded to second. Throw to first a little bit high, but the first baseman able to corral it, and now the throw to the plate, and they got him. A double play for LaGrande will get them out of the inning. We'll go to the third with the Pizza and Subs team hanging on to a 1-0 lead.
When you see an orange truck, you think GA Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because GA Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, GA Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, think green.
1-0, the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team with the lead as we head to the top of the third inning here in the minor league championship game here at Veterans Memorial Park in Wapakoneta. I'm Dan Hirn along with Jeff Swick, and Jeff, a pretty tight game so far. Both teams playing pretty well. We saw a double play in the bottom half of the second inning, and a good presence of mind by the first baseman to make that play.
It was. That's what's nice about that. You know, he didn't go and just take the out and look elsewhere. He was into the game, paid attention, and you know, they were being aggressive on the third base side, trying to make something happen, and he paid attention and got themselves out of a big double play that would have tied the ball game.
Zach Rogers is on the mound now for this Walmart team, and he gets a swinging strike there. 1-1 to count now on the leadoff man for LaGrande. That's Stash Patterson. The 1-1 pitch on the outside corner, strike 1-2. It'll be Stash Patterson, Caleb Schellenberger, and Deacon Reederer here in the top of the third inning. Swing and a miss, and Stash Patterson goes down on strikes. Caleb Schellenberger to the plate. Schellenberger, excuse me. No, there's no ER on the end of that. It's just Schellenberg. I'll get it right by the end of the game. Sorry, Mom. 1-0 the count. That one misses high, 2-0. The next pitch on the outside corner, 2-1.
Caleb's the Pizza LaGrande's storyteller. He likes to say crazy things, keeping the guys loose, all within the dugout. You know, so he's their little comedian.
You got to have one of those on every team.
Oh yeah, keeping everybody loose, especially on a game like this. You don't want to get too worked up.
3-1 to count on Schellenberg, and that one misses outside. So the first walk of the day for the LaGrande team.
See if Caleb can ride his dirt bike. That's what he wants to be. He wants to be a pro dirt bike rider.
Is that right?
So you know, I'm sure he's liking it in the dirt out there. See what he can do on the base path for us.
Deacon Reeder at the plate now. That pitch misses high. Runner at first, one down. And a strike at the knees to Reeder. Two and one to count now. And the next offering, swing and a miss. So the count evens at 2 apiece.
This game's moving right along. We're already in the third inning. You know, obviously 2 good teams. Runs are at the premium, and you know, so base runners here with a, you know, we got a full count again here, and see if they can make something happen here.
Rogers into the wide, and the full count pitch fouled off over the dugout to the right side. Now, when I was a kid, if you got a foul ball outside of the diamond there, you could take it to the concession stand. They'd give you a popcorn for it.
Well,
I don't know if they still do that or not.
Do we get that opportunity if they?
Yeah, I'm looking for one over here.
I'll tell you what, if we get one out here in the luxury suite,
I'll buy him a popcorn. Second walk here in the inning puts a runner at first and second for the left-hander, Jaden Conley. One down and an opportunity here for the LaGrande team to add to their 1-0 lead.
Catcher needing a little bit of assistance back there with his gear, and you know, and that's the thing about catcher's gear anymore. It's so advanced. I can remember basically putting on a pillow and
right. Yeah.
a couple guards.
This isn't Sandlot equipment, is
exactly.
it? He's got the hockey-style catcher's mask too. That one misses high and inside. That has really swept through the major leagues as well, that hockey-style catcher's mask.
Well, I really like it at the, you know, especially at the lower levels, because, you know, back when it was the mask and the hat, and your ears were exposed, and a lot of you know, a lot of the throat, you know, these masks now with the longer necks, you know, it helps. And it's all about the safety of these kids, you know, all the way from the high school, college. You know, you're watching a lot of umpires going to that too. You know, it just gives them a better chance. The vision they get to see out of those things, and it's a nice little thing that they get an opportunity to do.
Gullett back there doing the catching after his first 2 innings of pitching, and he gets up high to catch that one. The count 2-2 on Jaden Conley. That one misses outside, goes to the backstop, and the runner's trying to advance a throw to third, and he got him. Nice throw down there by Gullett to gun down Caleb Schellenberg at third base.
Well, there's the opportunity when you can move a pitcher back to your catching positions, you know, and he got an opportunity with a strong arm back there, and
Rogers strikes out Conley to end the inning. So a promising start for LaGrande, but they are unable to push across the run. And we will go to the bottom of the third with a 1-0 LaGrande lead.
If you find yourself in need of legal services, make the law offices of Jowett & Burton your first call. Whether your legal issue involves protecting assets, trust planning or probating an estate, starting a business, buying or selling real estate, or civil litigation over a commercial, probate, or domestic matter, the attorneys and paralegals at Jowett & Burton are ready to help. Call the law offices of Jowett & Burton today at 419-738-9274.
Bottom half of inning number 3 coming up. LaGrande Pizza and Subs with the lead over the Wapak Walmart team here in the minor league championship game. And we are cruising through this ball game already here in the bottom of the third. They only played 6 innings at this level. There is a 10-run rule after 4 innings. And there's a limit to the number of runs that each team can score per inning at this level as well. Is that right, Jeff?
Yes, that is it. They can score up to 7 runs. So if they after the 7th run is scored, no matter where they are in the inning, we change the innings and go to the bottom of the top. The only time that you can score more than 7 would be in the 6th inning. 6th inning or after. So
that makes a lot of sense. You hate to see. I mean, it doesn't benefit anybody if one team is out there scoring 19 runs in an inning and there's somebody languishing on the mound. And
well, that's the thing, and that's what these kids are here to do, is to learn and get better and to learn sportsmanship. And that's a key thing for these guys. And they don't get a chance. There's no need to make it any worse than something is. And you know, the 7 runs is a nice way to limit some of that.
Swing and a miss there, and the count is 1-1. Garrett Seifering is the pitcher on the mound for the LaGrande team here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And if we haven't mentioned it already, the pitchers are only allowed to throw 2 innings. As that pitch misses high, 2-1 the count.
A lot of that too is, once again, for the safety of the kids. You know, I know a lot of the younger ones have gone to a lot of pitch counts and/or innings, and you know, for these guys, even if you throw 1 pitch, you just throw 1 pitch, that counts as an inning. So if you come in and in relief, and you get a guy out and end the inning on 1 pitch, it's that counted towards your inning. And it's all about the safety for these kids. And,
sure.
You know, coaches, you know, you get a really good kid, and you know, it limits the opportunity. And as a coach, you may want to push a kid a little farther, and that competitiveness always comes into play. But it gives you a chance to say, no, you know, remember what this is about: advancement of kids, learning them technique, learning them the basic skills, and to become better ball players down the road.
Jacob Keegan at the plate. He's down on the count, 0-2. Seifering's next offering is swing and a miss, and he's come out firing here in this bottom of the 3rd. He struck out the first 2 members of the Walmart squad. And that takes some pressure off the coaches as far as making a decision on that as well. I mean, these guys are volunteers. They're not out here to, you know, to win any awards or anything like that. They're trying to benefit these kids.
Right. You know, and that's the thing. You know, and we all know it. You know, you as a parent or two, I want little Johnny to pitch a little longer because he's really good. I want him to. Well, you know what? Like you said, it takes all that pressure off the coaches, and we get into these. You finish the ball, strike out again.
Yeah. We didn't even get a chance to talk about Caleb Hicks. A quick inning for the LaGrande team as they will move us to the bottom of to the top of the 4th inning in a 1-0 ball game here in the Little League Championship.
So, you think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
Top half of inning number 4 here in the Minor Little League Championship game. Our game today presented by Harvest Baptist Church here on TSC. It'll be the 2nd inning of work for Zach Rogers. He is pitching for the Walmart team here in this 4th inning. He came on last inning, and let's see here. He allowed a single and a double, but struck out 3.
It's kind of an all or none situation for him.
I made a mistake there. That's not that was the 2nd inning. He struck out 2 and walked 2, and then they had a runner get caught stealing. So first pitch here is low and inside, gets away from the catcher. 1-0 the count.
Okay, this is one of the 9-year-olds out here leading off for the team here. He's a Reds, Bengals, and a Celtics fan, so he's probably a little bit upset. You know, they're dismantling the Celtics.
Yeah.
And going with the young squad, and likes to be out in the fields with his family farming. So that's
this one hit up the first baseline, and it goes foul. I don't know if you watched the Indians play at all, but there was a play the other night that I thought a lot of Little League kids should see, and that was a ground ball that Nick Swisher hit And I'm sure as a coach, you were probably out of your seat watching him stand there.
When I saw him stand there, I'm like, you know, the key, always the thing you talk about is no matter once you hit it, you don't make that judgment call of where that ball's at. And standing there and watching that ball and reading his lips saying that ball came back. Right. You know, anything, especially on those groomed, anything can happen. But yeah, that was quite. As a coach, you want to record that and bring that back in to show, hey, even the major leaguers make mistakes, but those are the little things that no matter what your talent is, you can always be working hard and on the basics.
Full count now, and Rogers' next pitch skips in there, so a leadoff walk for Seifring to start the 4th inning for the Walmart squad. Or excuse me, for the LaGrande Pizza and Subs group. For those that didn't see the play, Nick Swisher hit a weak roller that went up the third baseline, and I believe it's Pena, the catcher for the Tigers, and it had to happen against the Tigers because the Indians are trying to make up ground against them. Watch the ball roll in foul territory up the third baseline as this one goes up the first baseline. Good scoop.
Great play
by the first baseman, and he makes the play unassisted to retire the Gavin Sutton.
Smothered it down on the bases. Don't let it get by you, because if it's by you, it's probably guys around second and third, and smothered it and make the out. Now they got themselves one out and runner on second base.
Seifring moves up to second, but as Swisher stood at home plate, the ball rolled about 15-20 feet up the third baseline and then rolled into fair territory. Pena picked it up and tagged Swisher, who was standing there looking at the dugout, I think. I'm not sure what he was looking at. Ground ball back to the mound. Rogers looks to the runner and now goes to first. And Tulowski.
That was probably the smart play to go, get the out. That's the second out. It's there at first base, but he did. If he turned, looked at him, the runner is halfway to third. He probably had a play there at third base, but you know, he went with a safe out. 2 outs now. One little pitch, little ground ball, and he gets out of the inning.
And the first pitch to Garrett Seifring is swung on and missed, so Rogers gets ahead in the count, 0-1. Next pitch in the dirt, 1-1.
And that's the interesting part now with the runner at third base at the minor leagues. He cannot steal home on the ball. That's the difference between the minors and the majors.
That pitch misses inside, 2-1 to count on Seifring. And that one high, so a good hitter's count for Garrett Seifring. Garrett grounded out in his first at bat back in the first inning, and he fouls this one back to the screen.
Good cut, good strong cut. Seen the ball, like you said, good 3-1 count, gives you a chance to see something you want to hit. And took a great crack at it and just missed it.
Now a full count. Rogers stares in, and that one grounded third base side, and it will go foul.
We just about had another
right.
another Nick Swisher moment.
The difference is that Seifring ran to first.
Correct.
Which is where he should be.
That was the time the third baseman decided not to pick it up at foul ground.
Another full count pitch misses outside, so a walk issued there. And that'll bring up Brody Mock. So runners at the corners with 2 out now. And a swing and a miss by Mock. Mock had a single in his first at bat back in the second inning. Trying to come through big for the LaGrande team here. The next pitch, swing and a miss.
Brody's a huge football fan. He likes the Browns, Tom Brady, and
a swing and a miss as Rogers works out of it. A strikeout to end the 4th inning. So after 3.5, we go to the bottom of the bottom of the 4th with LaGrande on top of Walmart by a score of 1-0.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Park in Wapakoneta for the bottom of the 4th inning, and the LaGrande team holding on to a 1-0 lead over the Walmart team. Out there for his 2nd inning of work is Garrett Seifring on the hill, and he will face off against Nick Byer. And he gets one over for a strike. The 0-1 offering in there for a strike as well.
He was just his last inning. He come out ready to go, and heck, we barely had a chance to introduce the players.
Right.
He's getting the ball and throwing his strikes. And
that one misses inside. Yeah, he has been dealing. He's set down 3 in a row. He struck out the side in the last inning, and he's ahead in the count 1-2 here on Nick Byer. That pitch misses inside, 2-2 the count.
Trying to nibble a little bit, up early in the count. And even at this level, these kids still they know where they want to go, and
And a cold strike 3.
That would be the 4th strikeout out of 4 batters, correct?
Right. That'll bring up Corey Byer. He wears number 10. Chokes up on the bat there as he comes to the plate. And a swing and a miss at the first offering from Seifring.
Corey's the son of James and Sharon. He's another BMX rider.
Oh, yeah?
These guys love their BMXs. They love to, all their boys. You know, they can give them anything. They can get in the dirt and the mud.
That's right.
And just get outside. Loves working on the hot rods with his dad. And
a swing and a miss. So Corey Byer, the 5th strikeout victim for Garrett Seifring, and Bradley Hicks will come to the plate. Hicks cuts and misses at that pitch upstairs. Hicks batting with nobody on and 2 down. And a cut and a miss there.
Well, this is that thing that you want as obviously as a coach. You know, they probably have some strategy going on with the with the pitcher. You know, his 2 innings, they brought him in. You know, this is our 10th, 13th, last batter of their order.
13th, yep.
13th batter of their order, and bring somebody in. Nice struck out the side of the game.
He did. So 2 quick innings for Garrett Seifring. And the LaGrande team will take their lead to the top of the 5th inning. They are up 1-0 here in the minor league championship game, presented by Harvest Baptist Church.
When you see an orange truck, you think GA Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because GA Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, GA Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Top of the 5th inning here at Veterans Memorial Park. And the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team holding on to a 1-0 lead. They'll try to pad that here as we go to the top of the 5th inning. And out there is Jeremy Schellebarger to pitch for the Walmart team, getting his first opportunity on the hill. I'm Dan Hirn along with Jeff Swick. And Jeff, before we get too far along in this game, and we're in the 5th inning already, as this pitch goes high, I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk a little bit about the foundation that you work with. And give us a little bit of the history on how you got into it and what you guys do.
Yeah, I was the head varsity baseball coach at Fort Jennings High School for the last 12 years, and we always did a community outreach with the kids, and had 2 local gentlemen that had ALS, or otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease, and they had so we did an awareness game for them, and 2 years ago, And within 6 weeks, the gentleman that was real close to me passed away, and a lot of coaches felt it was a great idea and wanted to do more in this past season. So I stepped away in October and founded our foundation, the Playing Hardball Against ALS Foundation. And it has just taken off in this past year. We were talking off air, and we had an opportunity. We had over 125 Ohio high school baseball teams participating in awareness games with us this spring, and in those 25 events, we raised over $60,000 for our foundation and also for the ALS Foundation. We help families with ALS. We offer them scholarships. We offer them our Diamond Dreams program. We do a lot of things that the families, give them something that unfortunately this debilitating disease causes them. It gives them a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel.
Right. One down now for Logan Crow as the next pitch to him misses outside. And now if someone were to want to get involved or get in contact with you, how would they go about doing that?
Actually, they could just go online to our website. It's phals.org. That's Falls. We abbreviate our name to Falls Foundation. So they can just go to on the website and check out our website. It's PHAALS. It's a good way to see where it is. It's our contact information's on there, our promo video, and a little bit about what we do, what our programs are, and and that way they can get a hold of us. And especially if they know any families or if they are a family, we have a lot of opportunities for them to get involved. And as we expand next year, we're really looking. One of the goals for the state of Ohio, that they want all 775 high schools in the state next year in 2014 to be participating with us.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So we're really excited. We've got a fundraiser going to be going on in New York this summer. We also got we're working with the Tin Caps also for this summer for some things. So we're pretty excited about that. And it's also a way to get these kids. It's all the way down to these kids. I love talking to these Little League kids at this level. That about community and about giving back and getting back to that part of the game. Because as you get older and things get more, your brain gets pulled in so many directions, and that's why I love coming out to these games. These kids are sitting here and just playing the game because they love to play it.
Right.
And that's what's fantastic. And got a chance to talk to about 1,000 kids this year. And that's for me, that's what it's about. Coaching all these years and seeing this, and so I'm excited. And just like this, coming out here today, getting the chance to watch this, be a part of this with you and the crew.
Well, it sounds like a fantastic organization, and we wish you all the luck.
Appreciate that.
This is Tanner Haggard at the plate. And that pitch inside, that'll be a walk for Haggard. And that's the first base runner of the inning for the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team here in the fifth. 2 down, and Tyler Carpenter to the plate. He takes a strike over the outside corner. He struck out in his first at bat back in the second inning.
I've come to learn that most of these guys at this level love to pick on their brothers and sisters. All the information the coaches and the families have been giving us, and I'm reviewing this, and I'm like laughing. I'm like, it's brother and sisterly love, because I guarantee.
The strikeout there as Tyler Carpenter couldn't catch up with that pitch, and a good inning of work for Schellebarger. So that will take us to the bottom of the fifth inning, and the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team still clinging to that 1-0 lead.
If you find yourself in need of legal services, make the law offices of Jowett & Burton your first call. Whether your legal issue involves protecting assets, trust planning or probating an estate, starting a business, buying or selling real estate, or civil litigation over a commercial, probate, or domestic matter, the attorneys and paralegals at Jowett & Burton are ready to help. Call the law offices of Jowett & Burton today at 419-738-9274.
Bottom of the fifth inning here in Wapakoneta, the minor league championship game, and the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team, they pushed a run across back in the second inning, and that's all they've needed so far. Wapakoneta Walmart trying to answer back. They go back to the top of their order, and David Tester will lead it off for Walmart. Here in the bottom of the fifth, he takes a strike.
That was Walmart's opportunity. You know, they get a chance to get back to the top of their order here in the fifth and sixth. You know, the meat of their order, and you know, for Cooper now on the hill, Cooper's gonna have to. You know, this is gonna be the meat, but you know, you're up 1-0, and this is what it's all about: playing a championship game to finish this thing out.
Absolutely. He's ahead in the count, 0-2, and a strike called. That one will go to the screen. But Tester retired on strikes.
For some of you on that, you know, at this minor league level, the ball on a third strike to the screen, they cannot advance to first base. Compared to what we'll see in the second game, a ball like that, the runner can move on up and work and try to get to first base on a third strike.
Tulowski's first offering to Rogers, Zach Rogers, the number 2 hitter, in the dirt, so 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and in. Evens the count at 1 apiece. These guys look very comfortable out there on the diamond. Next swing by Rogers.
I've been very impressed with LaGrange's pitching staff. You know, even at this level, you know, their guys come in, throw strikes, beat up the strike zone, and you know, make quick work. They don't waste any time, and there we go, striking out another batter.
Right.
That would actually be 8 in a row.
Right.
For LaGrange.
So that will bring it.
Excuse me.
Braden Gullett now will step to the plate, trying to end a streak of 8 straight strikeouts for the LaGrande team. That pitch off the catcher's glove into the backstop.
Actually, Cooper on the mound, his mom's birthday is tonight, so one of his goals is to hit a home run for his mom.
Fantastic.
You know, he's pretty excited about that, and I'm guessing though that pitching them these last 2 innings to a championship would probably rank right up there as much as that home run would.
I'm sure she's going to be proud either way.
I would agree with that.
So the count 2-0 now on Gullett. Excuse me, 2-1. The next pitch misses the inside, so 3-1 the count to Gullett.
Braden is Gullett just like most of these kids.
Ground ball to short, scooped. The throw across, not in time to get the speedy Braden Gullett.
Got out of that box real well, and you know, raced down that first baseline, and earned himself an infield single.
So that single ends a streak of 8 straight strikeouts by the LaGrande team, and it'll bring up Metz. Jordan Metz, who struck out in his first at bat back in the first inning.
That would be the second hit of the game for Walmart. Let's see if they can. With 2 outs, a little bit of lightning in a bottle here, and
swing and a miss by Metz.
Back to the 0-2 count here. Tulowski just definitely, once again, works quick.
And a swing and a miss. So the single by Gullett breaks up the strikeouts a little bit, but Tulowski's still able to strike out the side, and we will go to the top half of inning number 6 with LaGrande still on top by a score of 1-0.
So, you think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
And a special visitor here at Veterans Memorial Park tonight.
little Spider-Man coming into play. You know, he's just so long he doesn't end up on top of the fence, climbing and trying to climb.
I sensed that there was something spectacular going on here tonight.
I appreciate that, Tony. Keeping the eye out, you guys in the booth, giving us that, the superhero night.
Well, we go to the top of the 6th inning here. And it will be Stash Patterson to lead it off, followed by Caleb Schellenberg and Deacon Ritterer. And out there on the hill for the Walmart squad is Jeremy Schellenberger.
Stash is up. He's excited today because his parents are due with their 7th child.
Is that right?
He's got 5
with a 3rd, and he's going to reach with an infield single.
He's got 5 sisters.
Wow.
So, and they're his new brother. So he's finally getting himself his brother. So I'm sure he is really, really excited to be out here and looking forward to that little brother coming. Touching
Well,
5 sisters.
Yeah, I hope they have more than one bathroom at their house.
poor guy.
Well, Stash leads off the top of the 6th inning with a infield single, and the LaGrande team has a base runner. Just the 4th hit of the night now for LaGrande Pizza and Subs.
And LaGrande's that's her 4th hit, and they've drawn 4 walks. So they've had an opportunity a few times, but
that pitch goes behind Caleb Schellenberg.
Just a bit outside.
And that would make it 1-1 to count on Schellenberg. That pitch sails high, 2-1.
I'm guessing Caleb, probably in this inning, he's told one of his funny stories like he always does, and getting these kids here in the 6th inning trying to get one more run across. That 2nd run would be huge going into that bottom of the 6th.
Sure, insurance runs. And he slaps that one foul. Nice catch by a fan over there on the right side.
Sign that fan up.
Right, 2-2 the count now on Schellenberg. He walked and was caught stealing in a heady play by the first baseman back in the 3rd inning. And he strikes out here, but Patterson will advance with a stolen base. So Deacon Ritterer to the plate. And he hits this one into shallow right field. It's going to drop a base hit. Turning the corner and heading for home is Patterson. Here's the throw. And not in time. The run will score. The throw into center field gets over the second baseman's head. Moving over to 3rd is Ritterer. And he will stop there. As Walmart able to get the ball back in.
I don't think they knew exactly, even on offense. The coaches may have kind of missed where that actually was, because with the outfielder coming in to back up the play at 2nd, it got past everybody, and the ball was just laying out here by us. And they might have an opportunity to put that 3rd run up on the board, but scoring that 2nd run, like we just talked, was huge. Getting a chance to get that 2nd run across the board. Now it's going to take a little bit in the bottom to.
And with 1 out, you still have opportunities to get that guy home from 3rd. Here's a ball that gets off the catcher's glove and to the backstop. The runner will stay at 3rd. And Jaden Conley at the plate now. He struck out back in the 3rd inning in his first at bat.
Jaden's a big Indians fan.
A strike on the outside corner.
Danny Salazar fan.
Boy, that kid made a good impression the other day, did he not?
Yes, he did. He given them every opportunity And that's the thing at that level is opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're all such minute difference in talent. You know, got a chance to have coached a professional baseball player that's still playing with the Diamondbacks organization, and he says that. He goes, you know, the talent level, it's such a minor. It's opportunities, taking advantage of it when you get it. And you know, but yeah, Salazar really gave himself helped his stock. Put it that way.
For sure. And that one looks like it hit Jaden Conley, so he will take first base. Earned that one.
This is back to the top.
So Caden Seafree to the plate. He has grounded out and walked. And the first pitch to him is a little bit high.
Another little known fact about Caden, he wants to be a train engineer when he grows up. So,
right.
you know,
that's not a profession you hear a lot about these days.
You know, it's not something that, you know, kids growing up, doctors, baseball player, he wants to be a train engineer.
Well,
you know, hey, that's
not a bad way to see the country. It could very well be that he has a relative in the industry. That one fouled off to the right.
Well, I've got, you know, that's the thing about trains. You know, they're actually starting to come back because, you know, with that, you're seeing more and more. And I have a few people that come in contact with that starting to do that more. So that's good for him. You know, having yourself a good goal. And he would love nothing better here to get himself a nice hit here to drive that third run in.
He will take a strike here. And a count 2-2 after that strike. One down, runners at the corners, and this one slapped up the middle. Stopped by the second baseman. He will go to the second base bag. The run will score. And an RBI ground out there for Seafree. I guess he reaches on a fielder's choice. And out at second is Conley. That ball off the glove of the shortstop, who recovers but can't make a play on it. His throw to first gets under the glove of the first baseman, and everybody will move up. Now there's the situation. Maybe that shortstop should have just put that one in his pocket.
Yes, absolutely. That was the thing that we talked about early in the game about doing just trying not to do too much. You know, I think I would probably consider, you know, probably on that play, you know, ball right to the thing. He probably should have made that play. You hate giving an error to the kids, but I'm guessing to me that's, you know, the kid, it was going back on. He probably should have had that.
Tough play.
Yeah.
But he did get a glove on it, so. So Sutton reaches on here. Here's a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through into center field. That'll drive home another run. Gets by the center fielder who fires it in. And running for third and in with a triple is Zalewski. And now he tried to take home. He will rethink that choice and go back to third. But 2 runs batted in for Cooper Tulowski. And that opens up the lead a little bit for LaGrande. I believe 2 runs scored on that one.
They did have runners on
at second and third, right? At any rate, it's 5-0. So LaGrande really opening it up here in the top of the 6th inning.
Well, you know, if they we talked about getting that 1 extra run. Well, now
and this roller up the first baseline is going to result in an infield single there. Tulowski comes home and scores. A wave to the crowd, and he will head back to the dugout.
That's opportunity again. You know, it almost seems like when things happen, you know, the gates open, and you know, now he swings away, little ball right there in the dirt.
Throw down to second, gets through into center field, and he'll advance to third. Seafree, with heads up running, gets down to third base. So now still only 1 out. And this LaGrande team has thrown up 5 runs here in this top of the 6th inning as that pitch misses inside.
Well, and unfortunately, at 9 and 10-year-old age, you know, a little bit of a like this, you know, they're starting to think about it a little too much, and you know, on the same token, on the other way, LaGrande goes and get a little confidence in them, in each other, and you know, next thing you know, the ball looks a little bigger, swings are a little easier, and and now you got a nice 6-run lead here, and
this is Brody Mock at the plate. And that pitch misses inside, so that will be the walk. And runners at the corners again. And a visit to the mound by Coach Paul Rogers. Out to talk to Jeremy Schellebarger, his pitcher. Joined there by his catcher, and there's going to be a pitching change here for the Walmart squad. We'll take a break, and we'll introduce you to the new pitcher, David Tester, when we come back here in the top of the 6th inning with the LaGrande team on top by a score of 6-0.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Top of the 6th inning, and the LaGrande Pizza and Subs team has pushed across 5 runs here in the top of the 6th. They open up a 6-0 lead, and that has prompted a call to the bullpen, and David Tester brought into the ball game. He was over at first base. He'll move on to the mound. And this Walmart team is they're familiar with the come from behind victory, so we don't want to rule them out yet. They still have the bottom of the 6th to work with here, but right now they have a little bit of a jam to dig themselves out of. 1 out and runners at first and third.
we do have our
That pitch called a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count.
Not sure which way we got. We got our board showing us 2 outs and us showing us 1.
See, the only out that I could. Oh, I'm sorry. There is 2 outs.
The fielder's choice out.
The fielder's choice at second base. So there are 2 down. Yep.
Well, when you score that many, you got that many runs and that much going on, you got to tend to.
And the official scorer has the day off, so that swing and a miss, and good relief appearance by David Tester, able to get the strikeout to end the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and this Walmart squad has some work to do. They trail 6-0.
When you see an orange truck, you think GA Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because GA Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, GA Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th inning, the LaGrande team with a 6-0 lead over the Wapakoneta Walmart team here in the minor league championship game. But we talked about it briefly in the top half of this inning. This is a team that has had a comeback or 2 this season.
And they had one in the semifinals here. You know, they won it on a walk-off last night on a 5-4 win. On a walk-off hit, but that was, you know, they got a long way to go here with down 6, and then a little ground out to first base, get the first out. And now they, you know, they definitely want to. Jared Brown was the one that was, he got a big hit last.
He hits a roll at a short, the throw across, and a good stretch by the first baseman over there. That's Xavier Allen. He did a good job to scoop that one. And Taylor Haggard getting it over there from the short spot.
Boys are getting excited. You know, 1 out to the championship. I don't care whether you're at this level or you're at the top level. You know, it's always you're always excited. The guts, you know, you get a little excited.
Right.
Just got to remember to settle down. You know, get that 3rd out and celebrate when you're done here.
So Serrano to the plate. Caden, he grounded into a double play his last time up, and he takes a strike.
But I'm guessing Caden wants to have something to say about that. The Walmart kids are pretty resilient. They've had a lot of big games all year, and they definitely want to have an opportunity to do that.
Toloski with a 2-0 lead now here on Serrano. Excuse me, 2-1 the count. And that one swung on and missed. And the LaGrande team with a strong outing today from their pitching staff will come away with the minor league championship as they struck out, by my count, 12 batters in this ball game today. So a strong outing from the LaGrande pitching staff.
Absolutely. Yeah, but that's the big thing. It's pitching is going to win you ball games, and they come out and showed that their their strength was their pitching, and especially going up against the regular season champions in the.
So yeah, LaGrande with a good outing from their pitching staff, and will take the championship here. We'll come back for the trophy presentation. After this, you're watching the Minor Little League Championship on TSC.
If you find yourself in need of legal services, make the law offices of Jowett & Burton your first call. Whether your legal issue involves protecting assets, trust planning or probating an estate, starting a business, buying or selling real estate, or civil litigation over a commercial, probate, or domestic matter, the attorneys and paralegals at Jowett & Burton are ready to help. Call the law offices of Jowett & Burton today at 419-738-9274.
And welcome back into Veterans Memorial Park here in Wapakoneta, where the LaGrande Pizza and Subs minor league team has won the championship by a final score of 6-0, and they rattled out 7 hits over the 6 innings, and their pitching staff really controlled this Walmart team, a Walmart team that finished the regular season with the best record.
It was, when they finished at a 7-2-1 and won the regular season. But but once again, if you get an opportunity, or when your pitching gets hot, obviously like LaGrande did, and and striking out 12 batters, you kept their offense, quiet, and they had their big inning. They had that big inning there in the 5th inning when they, or top of the 6th,
right?
When they pushed across those 5 runs, and kind of gave them back the confidence and momentum, but these kids, chances are they're sad, but they're all getting a chance to experience what it's like to be in a championship game, and celebrate on one side, but I'm guessing at the end they're all going to both walk away and probably go get ice cream.
I was going to say, there's nothing a blizzard can't solve right now, right?
Absolutely. And a little bit of a Spider-Man giving you your
yeah. It was good of him to show up here tonight. We had no idea.
I'm just hoping that there's no evil villains lurking. Well, I know there's probably 2 out here in center field, but as long as he stays.
As long as he doesn't see us until after the game, until after the broadcast, we'll be okay.
Absolutely.
So the Walmart team, under the direction of Paul Rogers and Gary Gullet, they deserve a nice round of applause for a fantastic regular season, and they came out and played well tonight. And for these guys, these coaches, I'm sure that they've developed a bond with these kids over the course of this season, as full well how that happens.
That you do, and it's the time. There's a time these coaches give, and having D1, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but it's a lot of time away from your family, a lot of time away from the other kids that there, and you miss maybe a lot of your other kids, but it's satisfaction. It's you get an opportunity to come out here and help the kids, and I give so much credit to a lot of these youth league coaches and youth league parents and umpires that people from all the way from getting the fields ready in these parks to the coaches and all the way down, and that's what it's all about, is these kids, giving these kids an opportunity to learn camaraderie, learn teamwork, and learn how to do these things together.
Boy, yeah, you can't give these umpires enough credit, because there's nobody that comes out to root for them, and they come out here and do this, and you're right, it does take time away from being at home, and every one of these guys has a house at home that they've got yard work to do and all the other things that coaching a team takes away from.
It does.
But in the end, very rewarding.
And most of these guys, I guarantee, have someone they're going to say their wives, a lot of them with their wives at home, and
Right.
takes care of that second part of the family. And you know, and I always said, you know, my best asset was my wife, you know, because she was the one that ran everything. I'm in and out the door.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know. I had one day I had neighbors mowing my yard because we had so many ball games in a row.
Right. Yeah, that's fantastic. You get the help from the neighborhood like that. Well, there's the championship trophy, and everybody will get a hand on it.
And that's great for these kids, and they get an opportunity to celebrate with their friends and host that trophy. And you know, and I'm sure for most of these kids and on both teams and everybody that played in the league this year, you know, they're eventually going to come together and they're going to get an opportunity to be successful down the road, and not only necessarily on the baseball field, but other sports, but also in school and in education and in life in general. And that's what the fun is, watching these kids at this age eventually develop into the fun young adults that they will.
Right. Well, it's fun to come out here and do this and watch these kids play, because as you said, they do it because they like to play, and this is the reward they get for all the time that they put in throughout the year. So
absolutely.
good job for the LaGrande team as they come away with a 6-0 win here in the Minor Little League Championship game. Our ball game today presented by Harvest Baptist Church. We'll take a break here and we'll come back and we'll bring you the Major Little League Championship game. That's our next game here on a twin bill tonight on a beautiful evening at Veterans Memorial Park here in Wapakoneta. You're watching the championship games of the Little League here in Wapakoneta on TSC.